I remember searching for, VBIDs, vehicle born improvised explosive devices, basically searching for bombs under cars.
Advice from Jay.
Yo, what up? Hit that like button, man. Subscribe. Welcome back to all my day ones, my returning subscribers. Welcome to the channel. Welcome if you're new here. So we're not like these other channels. Check this out, check this. We're gonna get right into it. So I figured I'd share this story with you. What my deployment was like. Well, deployment was interesting. I remember we got there and within the first two, first couple months, right? Basically, it's difficult for me to speak about, but I'm going to speak about it. I remember they blew up a mosque. We all had to, it didn't happen in my location, but we heard about it from another location. And I remember we had to, be on super alert all the time. So you have that running through your mind, and you're constantly vigilant, looking all around. I remember searching for, VBIDs, vehicle born improvised explosive devices, basically searching for bombs under cars with the adrenaline always pumping constantly, searching in the vehicle, out of the vehicle, all around the exterior of the engine. I remember being in machine gun tower positions and shit like that, and watching, just constantly watching the desert, scanning my sector constantly. You know, um, I remember the difficulties of not being home. You know, um, I remember, one of the most uncomfortable situations for me. You know, I do regret my decision for my aggression back then, but I had to be this type of individual because I didn't want anything to happen to me, while serving my country. I remember pushing an individual on a gate, searching his entire body before he was able to enter the complex, every area, you know, and just certain things like that. I remember watching the news there, and you hear about kids being gassed, poisoned, and certain things, and you're on constant alert all the time. You know, I remember cleaning my weapon a lot. You know, even if it's clean, you're gonna clean it again. Maintain it, keep it clean. You know, I could get into more deeper stories, but I decided to share some of those because see, those are some of the things I've had to perform. And a lot of people always want me to tell all these crazy kind of stories, and I'll give you enough details to know what I've experienced, but not enough to know how deep I've experienced those things. I felt comfortable enough to share it. It's taken me many years to talk about this. But see, when I talk about it, like my heart's like this. I'm like breathing more heavy, you know. And that's why a lot of us veterans don't talk about deployment. I'm risking my mental health right now talking about this because I want to be transparent with you guys and have you, so that way you have an understanding of what I've experienced and had to go through to get to these advice videos and lessons to teach you, because I had to learn certain things. I learned that, you know, life can be taken in an instant, you know, or it can be saved in an instant, you know. So, us veterans don't like to speak about our journeys because all of them are different. I really never wanted to speak about those things because everybody's like, oh, that's so cool, blah, blah. It's not cool. Reality hits you when you get in that type of situation. You don't know what type of person you'll become in that situation. I've met men in those situations who have decided to say, I don't want to do this, and they'll get out the army or whatever. I stuck it out. But then my motherfucking mental health got to me a lot. I still deal with it till today. All these things happen to us, man. We don't like to share them. Damn, this is tough. But I'm doing this for you guys. Because there's other veterans out there that probably want to tell people what they went through, but they'll get like in my position right now, like nervous, uncomfortable, stressful to talk about. Because when I'm talking about it, I'm thinking about other things too right now. And a lot of people don't realize, sometimes you won't even realize you have trauma till you come back with PTSD, because like you just got used to it. But then you don't realize for that amount of time, I was literally risking my life looking for bombs. Do you understand? Do you know what it feels like to have to search for a bomb for many months, every day, for hours? Entry control points. I did something on deployment that I'm not going to share, but it involved my mental health. These environments, they're dangerous environments. The veterans will understand what I'm talking about, but I'm trying to help you guys understand. In case you got a veteran out there in your family or something that's just different or don't talk or whatever, that's what they're going through. Or maybe they haven't deployed, but the stressors of the military and then having to adjust to come back home. It's been years and I'm still trying to adjust. So I wanted to share that. That's what my deployment was like. I remember having to conserve water. That's what I always tell you guys about. Be appreciative of running water. We used to have to live off tanks. Like it was a tank full of water outside the system of the plumbing or whatever, and that's your water. Better conserve it. That's why I don't turn on the water like whoosh, just things like that stick with me. And some things never leave you. I'm still always doing PT, physical training. I'm still always being militant, always walking, and it's just some things never leave you. But I made this video to help, other veterans out there, talk to somebody in the mental health world. I got to do it. Because if I don't, those thoughts get to me. They're getting to me a lot right now because I just mentioned this stuff, but I'm trying to fight it and keep talking to you guys. But that was what deployment was like. It was very stressful. It wasn't super terrible, but the days that I had to risk my life, that gave me a lot of issues with my mental health and issues after as well. You know, they always told us there's 2 wars you're going to go to. The one we're going to and the one in your mind when you get back home. I've been fighting that war in my mind when I got back home for many years now. Still fighting it. But don't worry, I'm not getting down. I'm not trying to make this video sad, man. Stay motivated, man, to do the things that you said you were going to do. That means put in the work, you know, and stop seeking praise and approval from everybody else. Because, you know, a lot of people their opinion doesn't matter. Why does their opinion matter if it doesn't pertain to your safety? Okay, I'll consult you. We could talk about it, but I'm going to do it because I want to do it because it's my life. So who cares what they think? You know, man, stay determined, man. I'm determined to get 2,000 subscribers. So hit that like and subscribe. Thank you. And stay out those jail cells, because the same things that you would do illegally, you could do legally. So don't commit no crime. And what that whole sentence means is there's always an alternative to your crime. If you want to be a mechanic, yeah, well, that's what I was going to say. But if you want to rob and steal cars, why don't you be a mechanic, man? You already know how to get in the car and do all this other stuff. Be a mechanic, get an apprenticeship. And plus, it'll be better than risking your freedom and stuff. See, a lot of you think it's a joke. A lot of you, oh, this, that, you know, this, that. Look, man, listen, I'm here to tell you. I've had multiple friends in my life. People who I respected, all that. Still respect you guys, but, you know, do your thing. But me, I'm not living that life. And these people decided to live a life of crime, and they all ended up the same. Deceased or locked away. Whether that be prison or jail. You know. So, take it from me. I've seen this happen to multiple people who I've known in my life now. Multiple people. Multiple. I know what I'm talking about. Don't commit no crime. Put a positive change in this world instead of a negative one. And lastly, if you're new here, always yell knowledge to the top of my lungs, because I truly believe that knowledge is power, and it can save your life one day. So be a sponge and soak up all the knowledge you can, man. Yeah, man. But y'all hear that, man? Y'all hear that, man? Man, I think somebody said that's what my deployment was like. There's way more stuff I could have said. I didn't even tell you guys a lot. I just told you the basics of the job description. That's what I told you guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This took a lot for me to do, but I had to do it. Something told me to relay that message. Because maybe one of you have a veteran in your family and you just don't understand them. Well, maybe I helped you understand them, hopefully. And, man, fuck. Man, I'm out.